From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Good evening and welcome. I think it's great that Rahul Gandhi's lie about lynchings has been busted, and I will bust it a little bit more tonight. This whole high moral ground approach of telling everyone that lynchings were sort of invented or created after 2014. I'm so glad that lie has been busted. And this morning, Rahul Gandhi tried to put out this illiterate and factually obtuse tweet in which he said that the word lynching effectively did not exist in India, in an Indian context before 2014. I think it's time to tell him the truth. When I last met Rahul Gandhi for that interview in 2014, he tried to slither away by saying that he doesn't need to explain the killings and lynchings of Sikhs in 1984 because he says, I was not in politics in 1984. And hence, he tried to say, I owe no explanation for the lynching. Some by burning alive 3,000 plus Sikhs. If Rahul Gandhi had any sense of history, he would have first acknowledged that the biggest acts of lynching and rioting and mob violence happened under his father and his grandmother's direct watch. In fact, I think that Rahul Gandhi has been so impacted by the mirror that I showed him in that interview in 2014 that he has since, I am told, surrounded himself with sycophants. Sycophantic journalists, sycophantic politicians, sycophantic courtiers who are all there effectively to say yes to him. Whenever anyone, even so slightly, asks him about the Vadra Congress's known record as a party that presided over lynchings, and in fact a party that encouraged lynchings, what does Rahul Gandhi do? He abuses them, and then his sycophantic courtiers attack them. He calls the media stooges, when the fact is that he loves surrounding himself with party stooges. But Rahul Gandhi, even the worst of your stooges would be well advised to tell you that your father justified the lynching of Sikhs by saying that when a big tree falls, the reference being to Indira Gandhi's assassination, the earth shakes a little. The little being a reference to 3,000 plus Sikhs being lynched to death, allegedly by congressmen. Why? To avenge his grandmother's killing. Even the worst of Congress stooges should tell Rahul Gandhi about the Muzaffarnagar riots, the Nellie massacre of 1983, the brutalities and killings of Kashmiri Pandits, the lynching of policemen in Bhiwandi, lynching this, lynching that. India had become lynchings all over. In every single state, there were acts of lynchings which were reported non-stop. We have the media reports to prove it. From Bhiwandi to Nellie, we can go on and on. But tonight, that's not all. Tonight, I shall come to you with figures to prove that lynchings, riots, and mob violence has gone down since 2014. In fact, gone down dramatically. And that the entire lobby which tells you otherwise, that it has gone up, is lying. I have the facts to prove it, and I shall prove that the lobby is lying not just to you, but to their conscience, ladies and gentlemen. That is debate number one. And I'm glad in a way that Rahul Gandhi has started it by saying that before 2014, lynching was unheard of. I shall tell you the truth in debate number one. Debate number 2 at 10. Why oppose marriage at 21 for all? Why make it a big issue? Hashtag 21 for all. That's debate number 2 tonight. And debate number 3 tonight. 24 hours after the ED questioned Aishwarya, Jaya Bachchan has escalated the attack in defense of her daughter-in-law. That's debate number 3. And here are the headlines this Tuesday evening on the debate tonight. Rahul Gandhi says lynchings did not exist before 2014. Republic will give him a reality check.
सरकार की दलाली मत करो, डाइवर्ट मत।
आप सरकार के लिए काम करते हैं क्या? नहीं, सरकार, या आप सरकार के लिए काम करते हैं?
And when anyone questions him and shows him the mirror, he starts abusing and attacking the media. Rahul Gandhi doesn't like a single question.
एक प्रधानमंत्री है जिन्होंने हुक्म दिया था लिंचिंग का, उन्होंने कहा था कि सबको कि इनको खत्म करो, सिखों को।
Akali Dal, BJP and victims of 1984 anti-Sikh riots and lynchings explain the definition of lynching to Rahul Gandhi, the Vadra family and the Congress.
सभी धर्म, सभी जाति, सभी समुदाय की महिलाओं को समानता का अधिकार विवाह की दृष्टि से मिलना चाहिए।
Government tables bill that ensures equal age of marriage for men and women. Opposition continues to shockingly stall the reform. Jaya Bachchan officially questions the agencies after Aishwarya is quizzed by the ED. Once again links it to the UP elections.
पाकिस्तान की वेबसाइट्स और वहाँ के जो हैंडल वाले यहाँ पर कर रहे हैं उसके खिलाफ ये कड़ी कार्रवाई की गई है ताकि ऐसी ताकतों को देश के खिलाफ काम ना करने दिया जाए.
And a massive crackdown on Pakistan propaganda. The government takes down 20 YouTube channels and 2 websites. It must not stop only at this. And ladies and gentlemen, Rahul Gandhi has today declared to the world using social media that lynchings are a post-2014 phenomenon. He claims, with all seriousness, that lynchings never existed before that. He claims that the Modi government brought with it a wave of lynchings. The truth is, ladies and gentlemen, that lynchings, mob violence and riots have gone down since 2014. But who is to tell the truth to Rahul Gandhi when he has surrounded himself with courtiers? We shall, so let's debate.
After the brutal lynching in Kapurthala under the nose of the Congress-ruled Punjab, Rahul Gandhi tweeted before 2014 the word lynching was practically unheard of with the hashtag Thank You Modi Ji. Not only was an apology missing from the tweet, but there was no condemnation for this call of public executions.
मैं नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू पुत्र सरदार भगवंत सिंह सिद्धू स्वतंत्रता सेनानी ऐलान करदा कि अगर किते भी बेअदबी होवे, चाहे कुरान शरीफ दी होवे, चाहे भगवत गीता दी होवे, चाहे गुरु ग्रंथ साहब दी होवे, सामने लोकां दे लिया के फाहा ला देना चाहिए. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन दी सब तो वड्डी सजा देनी चाहिए. सब तो वड्डी सजा इस संविधान दी देनी चाहिए.
On being questioned by the media, this was Rahul Gandhi's entitled response.
आप भैया मैंने आपको बोला देखिए सरकार की दलाली मत करो.
कि लिंचिंग का सबसे बड़ा उदाहरण तो 1984 में जब राजीव गांधी जी ही सत्ता में आए, सिख समुदाय न्याय की मांग के लिए बार-बार गुहार करता रहा, लेकिन कांग्रेस के शासनकाल में नहीं मिला.
राहुल गांधी जी ने पूछो कि उनको उनके ग्रैंड मदर ने दरबार साहब पे हमला किया था, तो उनके फादर राजीव गांधी ने 2-2.5 हज़ार लाखों सिखों की लिंचिंग की थी। एक प्रधानमंत्री है जिन्होंने हुक्म दिया था लिंचिंग का, राहुल गांधी ने। उन्होंने कहा था कि सबको कि इनको ख़त्म करो सिखों को। सो इसका बड़ा एग्जाम्पल क्या लिंचिंग का?
तभी ये तो आप पूछिए उनसे जाके कि 84 में क्या हुआ था।
Rahul Gandhi has clearly forgotten the worst mob lynching in Indian history and the shameful justification that followed.
इंदिरा जी की हत्या हुई थी तो हमारे देश में कुछ दंगे फसाद हुए। हमें मालूम है कि भारत की जनता के दिल में कितना क्रोध आया, कितना गुस्सा आया, और कुछ दिन के लिए लोगों को लगा कि भारत हिल रहा है। लेकिन जब भी कोई बड़ा पेड़ गिरता है तो धरती थोड़ी हिलती है।
Fact is, lynchings were a reality even when the Congress was in power. Rahul Gandhi needs a fact check on the pre-2014 lynching and riots.
Opening straight tonight, I'm not going to do separate introductions, go straight to my first question. And my first question is to Surjit Singh Swech, who's spokesperson for the Congress Party. Mr. Swech, did the lynching of 3,000 plus Sikhs happen during the Congress rule under Rajiv Gandhi's direct watch or not? Did that lynching happen or did it not happen? Mr. Swech? Did the lynching and killing of 3,000 Sikhs happen or not happen?
Either 1984
yeah.
or 2002.
No, 1 second. I'm not justifying one. No, I'm asking you something. I'm not asking for a justification. Answer my question. That's not my question, Mr. Swech. I'm repeating the question to you a second time. And my question repeated to you is very simple. Did the lynching? I am asking you a question. You must answer it appropriately. And the question, viewers, is simply and specifically put this. Did the 1984 anti-Sikh riots, lynchings happen or not, and did they happen under the Congress rule? Yes or no?
Neither I am denying nor anybody else can deny the riots of Delhi 1984. They were condemnable.
No, 1 minute. Just 1 minute again. No, 1 minute, Mr. Swech. Again, a second time I'm stopping you. Again, I'm stopping you a second time. Again, I'm stopping you a second time. Therefore, Mr. Swech, 1 minute. Mr. Swech, 1 minute. Calm down, everyone. My next question goes to Abab Singh Grewal of the Aam Aadmi Party.
Let me complete.
Mr. Grewal, 1 minute. Mr. Grewal, did the 1983 Nellie massacre? Mr. Grewal is taking the question, sir, not you. Please, sir. A lot of people are watching tonight. Everyone's commenting right now that he's not answering your question. Second question tonight, Mr. Swech, you have a party leader, a 52-year-old adolescent. A 52-year-old adolescent. You can't even go around saying now he's just a debutante. A 52-year-old adolescent who says lynchings the word lynching never existed before 2014. He's in denial, nobody else. Opening the debate tonight, Gaurav Bhatia. Everyone's in denial right now, right? I'm going to show them the mirror in the course of the program tonight. Gaurav Bhatia opening the debate. Rahul Gandhi knows nothing about the country's history. Gaurav Bhatia is responding. Mr. Swech and Gaurav Bhatia, please. Opening the debate tonight. Open the debate tonight.
Have taken place after 2014.
1 second, I'll tell you that also. Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, Mr. Swech, thank you. 1 versus 1. Thank you. Thank you.
See, Rahul Gandhi indulges in non-serious politics. And this is a self-goal, but I must say that what is very disheartening and painful is the fact that everyone knows 1984 was the worst kind of lynching that India saw. And the bite that you played of late Rajiv Gandhi, he tried to justify it that 3,000 brothers of ours lost their lives. But बड़ा पेड़ गिरता है तो धरती हिलती है.
Who is justifying?
Can I complete myself, please? Can I complete? I have some questions for you.
No, why are you telling a lie?
Allow me to complete myself, sir.
How can you justify?
अच्छा लगेगा? Please. Okay. Okay. Let me complete myself. So Arnab, you know, their ordeal to get justice for 33 years, these Sikh families, Punjabi families waited for justice. And they did not get it till Narendra Modi ensured that an SIT is constituted. And Sajjan Kumar now is behind bars. He has been convicted. Sir, Arnab, please ask him to be quiet. It is very disturbing, sir.
RSS people were involved. Should know it.
Please, can you be quiet? Can you be quiet, please? So Arnab, I must say that after 33 years, these families got justice, and Sonia Gandhi, till now, and I challenge Mr. Swach here, has not apologized to the country for the 1984 riots. So Rajiv Gandhi justifies it. Sonia Gandhi does not apologize. This is the culture of the Congress
Rahul
party.
Gandhi was a kid.
Achha, tell me which day, which day, tell me.
Sonia Gandhi has apologized. Rahul Gandhi has apologized.
No, I'm talking about Sonia Gandhi.
No, whether see, an apology means nothing in these circumstances. Gaurav Bhatia and Mr. Swach, thank you. Allow me to bring the others in. Allow me to. Gaurav, I'm coming back. I'm just opening up the debate right now. So everybody, I'm giving them their opening chance here. Question here tonight. Gaurav, I'm going to come back to you. My question is tonight, viewers, and let's remain focused on this bizarre, ridiculous, illiterate, unaware, sensational, factually hollow, I can carry on and on, claim or tweet of Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Ajay Alok is on the debate right now. Kapil Madan and Vikraman are on the other side. And my question is this, viewers. We've been told over the last 4 or 5 years by this lobby that, you know, Lynchistan, India has become Lynchistan. Today, actually, I have numbers to show. This graphic was fantastic. We were just showing it to show that India may have been Lynchistan had the Congress continued. The number of lynchings, riots, mob violence has dramatically gone down after 2014. That is the reality. You see the numbers on the screen. And the people, they lie, Kapil. They lie. And they lie thinking that if they lie as a group, we are not going to question them. That is their lie. Look at the data tonight I bring to you before viewers. After Modi became Prime Minister, communal violence has gone down. The fact is, after Modi became Prime Minister, lynchings have gone down. It's a reality. I have the facts tonight. I request anyone, Vikraman or Kapil Madan or Mr. Grewal or Jagveer Singh or anyone tonight to prove to me that lynchings have not gone down. I make a statement, lynchings have gone down. Communal violence has gone down. No, it's gone down. Okay, shall we debate it with numbers or just talk like that? Who wants to debate? Kapil wants to debate? Okay, who has a contrary number? Kapil and Ajay Alok are on the debate.
I just want to ask one question.
Okay, Kapil and Ajay Alok are on the debate. Kapil, I'll tell you.
Okay, I just want...
You are debating?
Arnab, I would like to ask you one simple question.
Simple? Ask me a complex question. I have no problem. Ask me. I'm not Rahul Gandhi.
Yes. No, I know your caliber. I'm asking you a very simple question only.
Yes.
So, you are known for your questions. I'm asking you a question here. The unprecedented scale and spread of anti-Muslim violence in Gujarat in 2002 took place under which government, Mr. Arnab?
The BJP government. Continue.
This was
Is your marvelous question over? Is your marvelous question over?
Yes, the BJP government.
No, is your marvelous question over?
This answers what
no,
your
it doesn't
questions,
answer. No, it doesn't answer. I'll tell you why. No, I'll tell you why. Now, you finished your question. You finished your question.
October 3rd of 2021.
Okay, you finished your question.
Been run over, been bulldozed by Union Minister of State, Mr. Ajay Kumar Mishra's son's
Vikraman, Vikraman,
It
I'll
is
tell you.
under,
Vikraman.
No, it is under investigation.
Vikraman.
And you come here and say on the national media, under the watch of entire people, that the lynchings have come down under BJP rule.
Yeah.
Who are you trying to cheat, Mr. Arnab?
Well, you are cheating people, and that also openly. And not just that, I'll tell you one thing. Before Ajay Alok responds to you, and I'll give you a very peaceful reply. You put out a tweet right now, and you say, I asked Arnab a question, and he destroyed me with his answer. Now hear the answer, but be prepared to put out the tweet, all right? Now my question is, number of riot cases between 2007 and 2013. I say, 2007 to 2013. Ajay Alok, the 52-year-old adolescent was in politics. There was a 20.38% increase in the number of registered riot cases, right? And now I'll give you the contrary number. Okay, put out the tweet because people are going to ask you questions. Vikraman, you got destroyed. Never have the guts to ask an unprepared question to Arnab. Between 2013 to 2020, in these years, out of which, 1 minute, chill. You're getting a walloping on my program from me. From 2013 to 2020, there is a 28.45% decrease in the number of registered riot cases, proving therefore that the number of registered riot cases is down by almost 30% since Narendra Modi became Prime Minister. So you stop lying. Ajay Alok is on the debate. The debate is not with me. The debate is with Ajay Alok. Continue.
He'll be running.
Mr. Vikraman, I guess you are
running from the
You're sweating, Vikraman. You're sweating.
All the panelists sitting here. Okay, Vikraman, I just like to ask one thing. You all agree with me. Why we are wasting time discussing this BFB comments? You know what does this BFB comment means? This is for Rahul Gandhi. He's born for blunders. He's born for blunder.
Born for blunder.
You talk of lynching. Who comes from a lyncher's family? No, who comes from a lyncher's family right from emergency. What was forced sterilization? Wasn't that a lynching?
Yeah.
We are talking of anti-Sikh rights. What was that? What was firing on the car sevaks mean when Narasimha Rao government was sitting there in the center? Wasn't it that was a lynching? What all the communal rights in Bhagalpur where Rajiv Gandhi went himself and said, "Ye theek nahi ho raha hai, is pe to action hona chahiye," and Muslims were massacred like anything? Wasn't this lynching? And this man has an audacity to say that he never heard the word lynching. Just imagine, and we are wasting time discussing on this man. Congress is already wasted because of this man. We all know this. Even a die-hard Congressee says this, that till the time this is going, he's going to be at the helm of the affairs, we are gone. So he's born for blunder. He is BFB. Let's not waste time. Man, look at the audacity. How can he say that?
Counter switch.
There's a statistical data to prove. Right now, you have been proven wrong on the screen.
Right. Kapil Madan is coming in on the debate, viewers.
You have been proved wrong.
Okay. Kapil Madan is on the debate on the other side. While I give Vikraman a chance, Vikraman, I give you a chance to go lick your wounds after that reply from me. Kapil Madan, okay, let's put the challenge out. I say lynchings and mob violence and riots have gone down since 2014.
Let me respond
Prove
to
me
that.
wrong. Prove me wrong. On the debate tonight. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
This data, allow me to start now. Okay. So Arnab, this data is as sacrosanct as UP's government statement on Hathras that said that there was no rape. And thereafter, their own agency said there was indeed rape. So this is how they manipulate data. So don't talk about data. Point number one.
No, I want to counter point number one. I want to counter, Kapil. I'm countering point number one briefly. 10 seconds. 1 second. 1 second. No. 1 second. No, you're not getting away with that, Kapil. I'm countering you. This data, which you are questioning, is data from the Congress period about the Congress record. This data was not made up by the Modi government. You're wrong again. You're wrong. You're slanderously wrong. Ratan Sharda is on the debate. The data I've given you is NCRB data, Congress government time, about the Congress government's record. What are you talking about, Kapil? Stop being a sycophantic courtier of the Congress party.
Arnab, don't use these kind of language. I don't want to get personal here, but
I just said sycophantic courtier.
Let's talk debate.
Now tell me, I'm telling you, this data is Congress party data from the Congress party time.
So
all right,
this was
continue.
also-
All right, continue.
I mean, the data comes from the police department, and we know how in UP how the police is functioning. In Lakhimpur
I'm sorry, this
also
is not
they
UP
say that,
data. This
you
is
know,
nationwide data.
So
Nationwide data when the Congress was in power. You're confused.
Don't confuse the viewers. We know how they are manipulating the data.
No,
Now,
one second. You're making a charge about manipulating data. This is NCRB data, and I want to tell you, Kapil, 1 minute. Kapil, 1 minute. I'm very argumentative on this point. Whenever you use NCRB data to claim that there are more riots and more lynchings after Modi came over. I am quoting NCRB data to prove that there are less. So how come you trust the NCRB data then, but won't trust the NCRB data now? The nation wants to know. How come you won't trust it now? Tell me.
We all know
because the data doesn't suit you.
Lies. We all know how shamelessly our Prime Minister lies on TV. We all know.
This is not data. This is data when Manmohan Singh was Prime Minister. Ratan Sharda is on the debate.
Allow me to respond.
You got it completely wrong.
Point number 2.
I've knocked out your argument out of the park tonight.
Same point, Kapil. Don't keep on saying the same point. Now let me come to the crux.
No, I am not. My second point.
Sir,
let me speak on my second point.
What did Ratan Sharda countering you on the first?
मैंने तो नहीं टोका था ना. See, let us talk of 1984, which was a program. It was not a riot. Remember one thing. It was helpless Sikhs which were butchered. And let us also add 1948, after Gandhiji's assassination, minimum 800 Brahmins and RSS people were killed in Pune, Sangli, Kolhapur, helplessly dragged and literally lynched. That whole news was totally denied. And then you have a question of 1947 partition, when Hindus and Sikhs were thrown out of abandoned mosques and homes because they didn't want them to use them, and they were quietly making ministries while lakhs of Hindus and Sikhs were being killed. That is the record. And now I will say that the lynching word has been popularized after 2014 to demonize Hindus, because Congress doesn't use lynching. It uses massacre. So 1948 massacre, 1947 massacre, 1984 massacre, all those riots which are massacres. You're talking of 2002, my dear friend. 2002, people got punished. Who got punished after 1984? They were made MPs, they were made ministers, they were made CMs. That is the whole record. And you want to talk about pre-2014? Remember Khairlanji Arnab, Vilas Rao Deshmukh, Congress Chief Minister. The poor Dalit, the tribal was picked up, killed in his home by 50 mobsters. Women, mother and daughters were paraded naked. Those tribal people, that what happened to this case? Palghar Sadhus. I am talking 2014, I'll keep quiet on that.
And no. Okay, so on that a question being Ratan Sharda, Mr. Grewal, I presume and hope tonight that you will speak the truth. You will not take a party position, but you will have to accept. And I have a simple question. I have a question. I say that the Congress obviously endorses lynchings. If it did not, then why did it get so uncomfortable when I questioned the lynching in Palghar? Please tell me. When I questioned the lynching in Palghar and made it an issue and questioned, Sonia Gandhi, I ask you, they wanted to lynch me. They carried out an acid attack on me. This party, the Congress party, when I questioned them on Palghar, they wanted to carry out an acid attack on me. If they could, they would have lynched me. One second. And today, its leader goes and said the word lynching did not exist before 2014. What an absolute lie.
If I may.
What an absolute lie. Mr. Grewal is on the debate.
If I may, and if these gentlemen may allow me, please give me a minute. I haven't spoken while you were speaking. Well, Mr. Goswami, Rahul Gandhi suffers from selective amnesia. He lives in a bubble where everything was very nice. Well, right outside his house, people were being killed. And what is shameful is, Swesa, please give me a minute. Swesa, give me a minute. What is shameful is that people like Mr. Sidhu, Mr. Channi and Captain Amrinder Singh for a little while were calling him Baba and were singing pains to him. Well, shame on them. And the fact that Sikh is somehow supporting him and saying that he's right is shameful, number one. Number two, I just saw the figures. What you said about Palghar and everything, that is horrendous. That was horrendous. The worst part is that the
Sir, why
Congress
don't you talk
brought in this culture.
700
Mr. Swett, let me finish. Let me finish, Mr. Swett. Please let me finish. Mr. Swett, let me finish. I did not disturb you. Let me finish. Now, the worst part is, Mr. Goswami, the worst bit is that these people have been saying this, but I just saw the statistics on your screen, and the fact that in 2020, today, we still have 50,000 lynchings is a number too many. But the Congress brought it out, and the rulers that we now have honed it into salami slicing rather than chopping off earlier. Now they use it to politically forward their own gains. Yes, of course, Congress janani hai. Congress ne jana hai. And the fact that we have still people who are supporting Mr. Rahul Gandhi, and Mr. Rahul Gandhi, I don't take him seriously because he's been living in a bubble all his life. The man has not done one hard days of work.
Well
How
said.
do you expect him to know the realities of life?
Yeah.
It is impossible. And that Mr. Swett,
But
Mr. Sidhu
but
said,
you know,
Rahul Gandhi
Mr. Grewal, you're the spokesperson of the AAP, and you've had your own career track record to speak for it. I know that what you mean when you say the man, he should not be taken seriously. The unfortunate thing is, you will also understand, the unfortunate reality is the man takes himself seriously. Now he says, he says, I don't know about 1984. I was not in operation at that time. For God's sake, he was in his mid-teens. He was in his mid-teens. 1 minute, he was in his mid-teens in 1984, and he may have lived his own, lived in his own bubble. But Mr. Swett, hear me. Mr. Swett, hear me. Mr. Swett, hear me.
Swett, sir, please calm down. I was
What did he say?
I've seen people dying in front of me. Swett, sir, calm down.
One second. No. One second. I want to say something now. Mr. Swett, I want to say something, and I want to say something. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. I'll tell you one thing, sir, and hear me loud and clear. I have Rahul phobia. You go and ask your leader whether after my interview with him, he has Arnab phobia. Now be clear about it, okay? Because you're scared of even the one straight question thrown at you. Your party tried to carry out an acid attack on a journalist because of questions raised over the Palghar lynching. Your party tried to carry out an acid attack on a journalist after he questioned them on the Palghar lynchings. So you don't have the courage to face the truth. Now I'm asking the next question. My next question is this. Thank you. My question to you is this. I go by the data. Rajesh Pillai is on the debate. Jagveer Singh is not spoken. He's Shiromani Akali Dal spokesperson and media advisor to Shiromani Akali Dal. Mr. Jagveer Singh, is it not ironical and laughable that Rahul Gandhi says there was no lynching before 2014? Therefore, 1984 was not a lynching. If not a lynching, what was it? What was it, Jagveer Singh ji? We saw some very strong comments from Mr. Badal.
Well, first of all, it was a state-sponsored act. It's unfortunate that Mr. Swett is calling it rioting. There wasn't any riot. It was a pre-planned attack on the Sikh community, and it was led by the cronies of Rajiv Gandhi, his pet guys. And this is not me who's saying it. The Nanavati Commission has spelled it all out. The Nanavati Commission has, Swessa, please let me speak. The Nanavati Commission has said so. And even independent observers have told. Please, Swessa, मैं तो आधे वेले नहीं बोल रहा. Let me speak, please. See, Nanavati Commission has even given details of the Congress leaders who led the mobs. Kamal Nath, Sajjan Kumar, Jagdish Tytler, H.K.L. Bhagat. Even independent observers, even journalists, even Sanjay Suri has written how Kamal Nath was leading a mob, how they killed two persons in front of him, 2 Sikhs in Rakabganj Gurdwara. So, Swessa, please try to understand, Mr. Rahul Gandhi doesn't have any moral right to speak about lynching, especially when
I have never justified.
Especially
cannot be
when
justified.
he has, but your
Similarly,
leader
riots taking
has
place anywhere in the country
continuously
cannot be
sheltered
justified.
and
No lynching can be
patronized
justified.
all
We are very
Congress
clear on this.
leaders
I am very
involved
clear
in the
on this.
1984 genocide cases. Your leaders, your party has patronized them. They have sheltered them. They have constantly given them posts. Recently, Jagdish Titler was given a plum post. Recently, Ajay Makkan, he was rewarded. So what is that? Isn't that patronizing someone
say a
despite
word
knowing
about
all the
lynching
facts?
also.
Now
Say a
Rahul
word
Gandhi is
about
52
lynching
years
also.
old. He
Please
may have been
condemn
15
those
years
also.
old when in
Please
1984.
condemn, please
But
condemn.
now he knows who were the persons who did all this. He is still sheltering them. What do you have to say about that?
Please tell the truth. And we say, I always say, and we say that no riots can be justified. One riot.
No, it
cannot
was
be
not a
justified
riot.
with
I'm
another
sorry.
riot.
I'm sorry. You must correct yourself and apologize right now on the program. No. I need to. Rajesh Pillai, he calls it a riot. He's trying to justify it. No. He's trying to create an equivalence out here. He's trying to blame the Sikh community. Aren't you ashamed of yourself, Mr. Swetch? Aren't you ashamed of yourself for trying to call it a riot? What do you mean riot? Are you trying to justify the killings of people from the Sikh community? Were the Sikh community the victims out here?
Yes,
Were they rioting?
yes,
I say HKL Bhagat was a riot here. Go ask Jagdish Titler what he was doing. How can you attack the Sikh community on my program? How can you do that? They were the victims. They were not rioting.
I'm saying so.
Then what do you mean saying so? You seem to imply that the Sikh community was rioting on the streets. No, sir. They were dragged out of their houses and lynched and burnt on the streets of Delhi. Please, sir, don't say that. I want Rajesh Pillai to come into the debate. Rajesh Pillai, this is going too far.
Why are so flared up?
Yes.
We are.
Arnab, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me, as a journalist, let me tell you one thing.
Apologize in Parliament.
Can I speak?
Rahul
Can I
Gandhi has
speak?
been
Can I speak?
constantly sheltering the accused. He has
Arnab,
constantly been sheltering the murderers.
84. Talk about 2002 also.
Arnab, Rahul Gandhi, I am not at all surprised. I am not at all surprised. I am not at all.
Shame on you. Let the gentleman speak. Please keep quiet.
What was
Shame
that?
on you.
Please let the gentleman
Rajesh
speak.
Pillai should be
Thank you,
allowed to
Arnab.
speak.
As a journalist, I am not at all surprised. I am not at all surprised that Rahul Gandhi made such a statement. And I am not at all surprised that he forgets completely the 1984 riots. Because for him, he doesn't consider 1984 as a riot or as a lynching, because his father, Rajiv Gandhi, had already given a justification for that. And the whole family, and they have justified it and they believe that. So for them, that is not mob lynching, that is not a riot, and that is not that can be easily kept under the carpet. That is one thing. And the second thing that you mentioned, the Palghar killings, the sannyasis. 2 sannyasis were killed last year only. Even today, the government in Maharashtra, there are 52 people who are absconding. 52 people who directly involved in that incident, they are absconding and they have not been arrested so far. I was searching for Rahul Gandhi's statement on Palghar killings. I thought that he will at least condemn those killings. He has never mentioned it anywhere. Instead, the Congress party accused the BJP of playing politics in the name of, when Yogi Adityanath, he demanded action on Palghar killings, they accused him of playing communal politics. That is a kind of justification and
yes,
the kind
Rajesh.
of things.
Yes, Rajesh, and if I look at Uttar
Rahul
Pradesh,
Gandhi, let me tell you, he is trying to, just a minute, he is trying to act like a serious politician. As Arnab rightly said, when he has to speak extempore, he completely loses it. He is
maybe
lost.
it's a maybe, but I often
every
think
time, and this time also
but I
it has
often think sometimes one wants to give the benefit of doubt and say perhaps a person is not read enough history, does not have a deep understanding of India's diverse background, or perhaps academically had not studied subjects that are in-depth understanding of the country's culture, history, heritage, demography, sociology, etc. Maybe is not aware. My question is, and Gaurav Bhatia is coming back on the debate, I now want to go straight to the nub of the issue, which is Uttar Pradesh. It is being said now, Gaurav, and Gaurav will debate this subject with Mr. Vikraman, who seems very excited about this. It is being said that because of Yogi Adityanath, Uttar Pradesh has become a communal cauldron. My view is that after Yogi Adityanath came in, the incidents of communal violence have dramatically gone down. In fact, it is my assertion that when the Congress party was in power at the center, every time before an important election in Uttar Pradesh, the number of communal incidents used to go down. I'm sure you're aware of it. Are you Googling, Vikraman? Because Googling will not save you. Before the 2014 election, for example, Vikraman, before the 2014 elections across the entire country, listen to me, before the 2014 elections, across the entire country, communal riots went up by 25%. What does this prove? That the Congress created a situation before a general election where they wanted communal riots to go up.
I don't believe in all your numbers.
Pardon me, you don't believe in numbers. What do you believe in?
No, first of all, I don't believe in your NCRB numbers.
What numbers do you believe in?
I believe in the facts.
They're not mine.
The facts
I don't run the NCRB.
In my naked
Arnab,
eyes.
can I come in on that? You know, they're talking about NCRB numbers. They don't believe in it.
Have you not seen how the UP police have treated Hathras victims? Have you not seen how the UP police treated Hathras victims?
Okay. Gaurav
Have the country not seen it?
Pardon
in the
me.
name of Gauraksha, how many lynchings happened in Uttar Pradesh?
When did the Muzaffarnagar riots happen? Simple.
At least,
no. I have one question to you, and then Gaurav, I'll bring you in. 1 minute. Gaurav, before you come in, one answer I want to my question. Dear Mr. Vikraman, who has been destroyed by my answer to his feeble attempt at questioning me earlier in the program today. Dear Mr. Vikraman, live on television, I will be most grateful. I will be most grateful if you tell me when the Muzaffarnagar riots happened. I will be most grateful if you tell me what was the situation across the country in 2013, how many communal rioting incidents happened at that point of time, and whether it went up by 25% or not.
If you would allow me to answer, I'll be very much willing to answer.
Yeah, you answer, then Gaurav will reply. Go on. Go on. Try.
It might have happened under a non-BJP government. The Muzaffar riot might have happened.
Might have.
Under
it happened.
The non-BJP government.
There's no might.
But it was happened to bring BJP to power. When Babri Masjid was attacked, it was not the BJP government. But the Libran Commission set up to investigate that incident. It has pointed out the BJP leaders, including Mr. L.K. Advani and Murli Manohar Joshi,
on the debate,
have been the conspirators.
I don't get an answer to my question. 9:45, I'm letting Gaurav Bhatia respond to you. Yes, please. I think I have successfully proven on the program tonight that the number of lynchings and communal riots have gone down since 2014, not the other way around. Gaurav responding. Gaurav. Limited time. Gaurav.
Yes. Arnab, first of all, what has changed in Uttar Pradesh, I'll start with that only. You rightly brought in the issue of Muzaffarnagar riots. Congress government was at the center, Samajwadi Party government was in the state. And every year, there used to be more than 100 communal riots in Uttar Pradesh during the Samajwadi Party government. Now, under Yogi Adityanath ji, if anybody even tries, he is put behind bars because you can't orchestrate a riot. There is a government that follows rule of law. Second, Akhlaq. The lynching took place during the Samajwadi Party regime. Arnab, do you know Rahul Gandhi, who started the campaign by saying 27 saal UP Behal, had an alliance with the Samajwadi Party? What was the need for Rahul Gandhi to have an alliance with Samajwadi Party government? I don't know. Third, they were talking about data. You don't believe the data, but you have to believe the Delhi High Court that convicted Sajjan Kumar, and I'm reading this for the viewers. The Delhi High Court said, and I quote, what happened in the aftermath of assassination of then Prime Minister was carnage of unbelievable proportions in which over 2,700 Sikhs were murdered in Delhi alone. And in one of the paragraphs they say, the criminals responsible for the mass crimes have enjoyed political patronage and managed to evade prosecution and punishment. That is why Jagdish Titler became a minister and Sajjan Kumar became a member of parliament. And here I feel sorry for Mr. Swech. Being a Sikh, he is trying to defend the Congress party, which has always believed in orchestrating riots, pogroms, and targeting the minority community for the sake of their political gains.
We are condemning.
Why are you defending?
Who is defending? Again, you are telling a lie. Who is defending?
Sonia Gandhi for not apologizing to the Punjabi community.
And how it can be defended?
Condemn Sonia Gandhi. Where is the apology of Sonia Gandhi?
I am only saying that your people were also involved.
Where is the apology of Sonia Gandhi?
In Delhi killings, your people were also involved.
How dare you defend Sonia Gandhi and the Gandhi Parivar? And my second point, please.
You can't wash your hands. You are equally liable. You are equally responsible.
आपने कार्रवाई नहीं करी.
Equally responsible.
5 years. Why did you not act
for killings
on
of
the matters pertaining to sacrilege?
Equally responsible.
Do you not worship the Guru Granth Sahib?
Your people were
Do
involved.
you not worship the holy Guru Granth Sahib? I ask you, what kind of a Sikh are you?
You tell me. You tell me.
Sacrilege
Why don't you say? Why don't you admit it?
Mr. Ahbab is also coming in on the debate right now. We are entering the last 1 minute of the debate. Ahbab, Mr. Ahbab, yes, please.
Yes.
Mr. Ahbab.
Mr. Goswami, both of them are blaming each other of murder. Both of them are blaming each other of murder. The worst part is that both of them are saying you are a bigger murderer, you are a bigger murderer.
Jangveer Singh.
Murder, lynching
Jangveer
is an
Singh.
unfortunate fact of
Jangveer
today.
Singh, please come back into the debate. Last 1 minute. Mr. Jangveer Singh. Mr. Jangveer Singh.
If RSS people were involved, if RSS people were involved, that does not justify the actions of the Congress leaders.
Yes, they were involved.
Also, I would like to state, I would also like to state,
you were in power,
modern times, we also have to take into account lynchings which happened in Uttar Pradesh, in Lakhimpur Kheri. These also should be addressed.
Your government remained for 6 years, now for 7 years.
Which happened during the Kalis, when they targeted killings, which happened during the Kalis. They happened, and the bomb blast, which happened during the Kalis, and the BJP.
Lynchings of farmers should also be addressed, Arnab. We should not forget that farmers have been lynched. We should not address, we should not forget.
No. I'll tell you the hypocrisy. Mr. Jangveer Singh, I bring in Ajay Alok, last 30 seconds of the debate. You know, in fact, let me tell you, when a 19-year-old was brutally lynched by a mob, when a 19-year-old,
should be dismissed.
Yeah, Mr. Jangveer, 1 minute. When a 19-year-old Ajay Alok was brutally lynched by a mob in Alwar in September in Rajasthan, Randeep Surjewala, number one advisor to Rahul Gandhi, said crimes can happen in any state.
What happened in Lakhimpur
Which case of lynching in a Congress-ruled state has the Congress ever taken seriously? Ajay and Kapil Madan.
Arnab, you should not do this. You should be even-handed.
One minute. Jangveer Singh, 1 minute. I'm going to Jangveer Singh again. 1 minute. Jangveer Singh, I'm very even-handed.
First condemn Mr. Teni and his son. Please first condemn Mr. Teni and his son.
Okay, Jangveer Singh, I want to tell you one thing. One second. Mr. Jangveer Singh, you've made your point. Now let me tell you, nobody has taken on Mr. Teni and the incident in Lakhimpur Kheri stronger than I have.
I agree.
In fact, I have taken the strongest of all, much stronger than you have, Mr. Jangveer Singh. I'm placing that on record, including on a program 3 days back. Ajay Alok is on the debate. Last point.
Ajay Teni, he should be dismissed. Why don't you say that?
The simple point is, Arnav, the simple point is the only party when forms the government and does selective lynching or massacring, it's the Congress party. That has been the track record right from 1947 onwards. That what Mr. Russell said.
Ajay Alok, that brings me to the end of this debate. We are getting a huge reaction on social media and on live streaming as well. And ladies and gentlemen, just reminding you, in case you're ever on the move, please follow the debate on live streaming on republicworld.com. We have dual streams, English and Hindi. You'll never miss the debate. And coming up, on the other side, ladies and gentlemen, debate number 2, what's getting more and more bizarre, which I cannot understand for the life of me, is how some people can oppose men and women being equal in all respects. You're surprised too? More on that on our second debate, #21 for all.